Hello everyone, welcome back to One Piece. I'm excited to jump into episodes 929 all the way up to 932. I literally clicked record right now to distract myself from a slight existential crisis. Like I was just like I'm in my own thoughts. I need to get out of them. Let's record One Piece. So I'm not even like physically ready to record this video. Let's see how it goes, because I played basketball today. It was the first time I played in over a month because I was sick for a few weeks, and then we had a bye, and then we had to forfeit last week because we didn't have enough players. So like I played for the first time in a while, and I'm exhausted. So like apologies if I run out of breath as I'm speaking because my body is tired. But we're going to be jumping into these episodes. Last time we had the banquet, and as it was going, Komurasaki was slain, I think. It's possible she comes back, but as far as I can tell, she was slain. I mean, we're kind of in a bad situation all around. But was there anything major that... Oh yeah, and then Big Mom might end up saving Luffy from prison? Maybe? I guess we'll see. So make sure to support this video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a ton. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access, which means you can get the next, let's say, 20 or so videos on there right now. So that's definitely worth it. I mean, being ahead in the Wano arc, you know, sky's the limit. You could be even further ahead depending on... I mean, it's unlikely that it's going to be even further than that right now. I don't have that much time to record extra videos right now. I've got a very busy schedule, but it's always possible, you know? Like I've been dropping like extra Fate Zero videos constantly lately. So One Piece, you know, it could happen. But anyway, you can also join the YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. You don't even have to leave the site. You can just stay here on YouTube. But yeah, let's jump into this. This is One Piece episode 929. One Piece, woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is on. And my goal is to beat the recap. Oh shit! Oh, the titles come up. That's how far I got in the cube. Wasn't that far. This episode is gonna be called the Wandering Soul, the Wandering Samurai. Oh, that's Raizo. No, not Raizo. What's his name? I can't remember. He's the one that I never remember the name of. Oh, they're alive. That's good. We knew they'd be alive, but good to know they're not captured. I didn't expect that either. Yeah, they'll kill you without hesitation. Hyogoro, the flower. Aww. I like the friendship that's built between Nami and Shinobu. Wait, a bathhouse. Are we gonna get Nami fully nude? Because that's one of my bingo card things. Oh my god, that's quite a lot. Yeah, well, I was wondering about this. Yeah, that's good at gathering information. Well done. But he needs to see panties, because that's another one of my bingo slots. Okay, word's getting around. And they know who killed him. Oh, sorry I'm yawning so much. My body's so tired. Yeah, I get you, Sanji. It's a quick turnaround on a funeral. Oh god. Oh my god, no, no, no. Come on, Sanji. Oh my god. Sanji, come on. Are the kids gonna steal the raid suit? Okay, at least Big Mom's separate from her crew. They probably have a Vivre card. Right? Yeah. I know the One Piece lore. I'm following the story. Alright. You should be dead, Paris. Yeah, Katakuri should be the captain. Although, I don't know. I actually think Paris Pero would be a better captain. Not the strongest, but... Oh my god! Nope, this is a unstoppable train. Aww. She can do it! She probably can't do it, but it's fine. Poor guy. I feel like I trust that Kiku's here, so we'll be fine. That's also my question. What about her? Because yeah, it could be dangerous if the hat awakens. Oh my god, she could literally eat you. I'm kind of happy that my prediction skit is at least somewhat adjacent to being right, since Big Mom eating Chopper is a possibility. Aww. Why? Oh, it's probably... Are they saying snatch? Oh. Give them another word that gives them energy. Oh lord. これがワノ国の大まかな地図です。ワノ国は6つの里が土地ごとに気候も違います。向かって西から栗の里です。I don't think I need to write this down because Veritas gave me a map. そのおこぼれ町。Feels like Oda's put more thought into Wano's geography though than normal. Aww. She was close. I feel like this whole arc has like a video game format in it already. You could make a video game just for from Wano. Like, I don't feel like you could say that about a lot of the arcs here. Not all of them I feel like would fit the format of a video game well, but this one would. At least this guy still works hard, you know? Like, he could just coast on the udon vouchers that Luffy gives him. Not udon. Dango? Dango vouchers? Clearly not. Oh my god. I mean, he's gotta train himself, right? Yeah. Oh, who's this sheep? Or is he an alpaca? Alpaca man, yeah. Does Luffy know that yet? I know we know that. Don't lose the food. Don't have someone steal them from me right now. Oh no. Oh no. Of course he gets bullied out of the food. Go fuck yourself, Daifugo? Scorpion. Wait, so you're a Vice Warden? You don't need him. Oh my god, stop it now. Yeah, he's actually just straight up spitting. This is a disgusting scene. Oh, the old man. Oh, because he's not working. You're punishing him for getting him for free. That's fucked up. Jesus. Is Luffy gonna beat the shit out of this guy? We've already beaten the shit out of one guy, right? Oh, he's just making sure to keep himself alive. He's gotta eat. Oh my god. Oh, fuck you. I like that most of the other prisoners don't actually want to see the old man get hurt. Like, most of them aren't falling for Scorpion Man's bullshit. Oh, he doesn't want to waste them. Aww. Here we go. I like that he is a little rebellious. Oh man, can't wait to see what Luffy does about this. It'll be next episode. Yes, it will. Ah! Oh! Alright. Cool start. I mean start to, I guess by start, I don't know what I mean by start. I guess I meant start to the him beating the shit out of Daifugo arc. Yeah, I mean these guys in this prison, it's fucking, they're scumbags. I really hate them. I wonder if the Big Mom breakout thing is gonna happen like that, or if it's gonna be like Luffy actually breaks out and meets up with them before they can even break him out, or if it's gonna be a combination where it's like Luffy's already breaking out and then Big Mom breaks in, or like Luffy's just about to break out but something gets in his way and then Big Mom comes in, or something like that. I can see all of that stuff happening, but I do just want to see Luffy beat the shit out of this Scorpion guy, because yeah, I hate him. These motherfuckers. It is wild that it's like they want people to what, like, I mean, I get it. The idea is you have the prisoners here. Literally the only reason to keep them alive are because by keeping them alive they can do free labor, and on top of that you're training them. Like, there's a part of me that was like, well, this is stupid because the you know, the prison is training the people to get stronger so that there's more of a chance of them breaking out or whatever. But I think they're pretty certain they're not going to break out. They're training them to get stronger because the idea is you're supposed to be able to recruit them to Kaido's ranks eventually, right? Or at least some of the better ones, the ones with more potential, Kaido wants on his team. So he wants them to be stronger. I think Kaido is confident, like, then it's not like they're going to get out of there. So might as well get them as strong as possible so that when they do join my ranks, they're even more valuable to me. But yeah, Luffy, I mean, it's kind of interesting that it's like a training arc for Luffy. I do think that's a cool idea, is that we have an excuse for Luffy to stop and train, which he hasn't been able to do since the time skip. But I mean, yeah, this is just like the time skip. He was like training his haki and his abilities, right? But here he's training just pure body, which I feel like, you know, he hasn't done as much of. Like, I mean, I think also part of that is he doesn't need it as much with his power. Like, his power, he can make up for a lot of the lack of strength with creative use of elasticity. But I don't think it would hurt for him to be even more buff. I mean, he's always been strong. Like, the entire series, he's been exceptionally strong. So it's not like, you know, it's not like he's ever been weak. It's not like his body is weak. But I think this is a good way to get him even stronger at a base level, where like even if you disabled his ability completely, he could still beat, you know, 90% of people in the world. I'm just looking at my notes to see if there's anything that I want to like speculate on or speak to right now. So Kaido and Mum and Big Mum were comrades, which is interesting. They were they were part of the same crew, I think is what they said. So yeah, I'll just get I found exactly where they talk about it, so let me just get it up. By Kaido's group, that complicates things. Mama and Kaido used to be crewmates. That's all they really said about it. It's interesting seeing Big Mum here, where she kind of looks like Alvida, you know? She's kind of got an Alvida-esque design. I wonder if there's more Big Mum. I bet you there's more Big Mum backstory to come, in that we're probably going to see Kaido backstory, and Big Mum's probably going to be a part of it. I wonder how much of a part of it, though. Like, I wonder if the Big Mum and Kaido thing is going to be, like, touched upon, or if it's going to be explored in depth, right? Like, I thought that Big Mum and Kaido's relationship or whatever would be a part of this arc, but I never considered actually it being, like, a sticking point, like a huge plot line in this arc. But it could be. It could be, like, something that is really... that they go really, really in depth on. And I think I'm only thinking that now just because I'm seeing these two silhouettes and I'm like, it feels like they've, like, Oda's got distinct designs for Big Mom and Kaido here. Kaido, I can understand, like, we haven't seen his backstory yet, so you're gonna give him a unique design for when he was young. But with Big Mom, we've already seen several designs for Big Mom when she was young, like when she was a kid and pre-pregnancy and several other designs, right? And none of them are this. So I feel like Oda has this design because it's in the plans for a flashback arc or whatever, you know, like not flashback arc necessarily. No, I think you could probably call it a flashback arc, because generally flashbacks take like 3 or 4 episodes. I'd call that an arc. I know it's a small one, but it's still an arc. But I mean, technically, even, you know, 1 episode is an arc. Technically, an arc can happen within a scene. It's like the story circle. Dan Harmon's story circle, which is a way of like writing stories, and it's like, the idea behind it And I've talked about this on this channel before. You can skip ahead a little bit if you've heard me talk about it before. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, you're not allowed to skip ahead. I've got actually on my whiteboard back there, at the top there, I have the story circle. I don't know why. Like, I don't need it there, but I put it there. I never changed that whiteboard. I never touch it anymore. And so I've kind of just had that there for ages. But basically, the story circle is it's based on the hero's journey, Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, except it's a kind of simplified and more modernized way to tell a story that Dan Harmon uses to write his stories. Dan Harmon being the creator of Community and the co-creator of Rick and Morty. I have always liked his writing style, and when he talks about writing, he was like a big inspiration for me when I was studying writing in university. So his story circle is basically, it comes down to, you draw a circle and every story follows, not every story, but a lot of good stories will follow the circle. And you start at the top and you go through the entire journey and you end at the top again. So basically, it's one, a character is in a zone of comfort. It's good that I have it written down here because I can probably reference it. A character is in a zone of comfort. 2, but they want something. 3, they enter an unfamiliar situation. 4, they adapt to it. 5, they get what they want, I think. Yep, they get what they want. 6, but they pay a heavy price. 7, they return to the familiar situation. 8, having changed. That's the way that a story is generally goes. And so it works really nicely because it's like, oh, like if I was to riff one, it's like, oh, this is David. David is in a familiar situation. He works at a fast food job. He works there every day, and is just like going about his routine. 2, but he wants something. So like, let's say he wants this girl. There's a girl that he really loves, and there's a girl that he really loves that makes him feel very special. And it makes him feel like himself. So like the person that she makes him feel like is amazing, right? 3, so he enters an unfamiliar situation. He joins her bowling club, and in doing so is slightly embarrassing himself. He is sucking hard. Maybe he's not looking good in her eyes. 4, adapts to it. He finds his rhythm a little bit, and he actually finds that they connect over mediocre bowling. The two of them, are having some mediocre bowling experiences. 5, he gets what he wants. So maybe they do start dating. They start getting into a relationship. However, they as he's in the relationship, he realizes, oh, this isn't giving me what I want. 6, that's 6. He pays a heavy price. So he finds out, oh, it actually, what I was seeking with her was an idealized version in my head. It didn't actually end up giving me the desire, the comfort in myself that I quite needed it to. But what does is the bowling. The bowling club is actually what I wanted all along, because I feel like myself when I'm bowling. So he breaks up with her. That's paying the heavy price. 7, he re-enters a familiar situation. So he goes back to a routine, but this time the routine is he's going to a bowling club every day rather than going to do his boring job every day. That's now his routine. 8, having changed, he feels more like himself, but he also is forever he forever regrets the way that his relationship with the woman went, right? So terrible story I just told you, but that's the format of a story that you can go with. And you can see, like, just me trying to improvise my way through it, I made it a little bit more interesting than your average than your average love story, you know, because there was more to it there than just like, I like this woman, I get with her, we're happy, you know, like it ends up a bit more of an interesting path, but still can have a happy ending. He found himself, you know, it just, the happy ending wasn't he stays with the girl. So the reason I brought that up, and it's so barely adjacent to talking about One Piece, but these are my videos, fuck it. Sometimes people like when I talk about writing, so I'm doing it for those people. If you're one of those people, this is for you. So the story circle generally can cover the entire story, or it can cover an entire arc, or it can cover an entire episode, or it can cover a scene, or it can cover a character. So like the story circle can be applied to, like, it can be applied on a macro level and micro levels. So every episode of One Piece could follow a story circle, and every arc could, and the whole show itself could as well. And it's just, it's interesting. Sometimes you can take a step back and see how different stories can kind of apply to that. Not every story perfectly fits it, and that's fine. It's not like this is the only way. I feel the same way about, you know, The Hero's Journey by Joseph Campbell and a lot of other storytelling. I mean, even 3-act structures and stuff. You know, when you try to pin every story into that, you're limiting storytelling stuff a little bit, but it is a really good rubric for trying to make a story that like has a point to it, you know, has some sort of goal in mind. So when you do a flashback arc, all I'm saying is 3 episodes is an arc. 1 episode could be an arc. An arc can happen within anything. Because an arc and a circle, I think, are kind of synonymous in this case. The other final thing, this one, I'll go back to talking about actual One Piece now. The final thing is Hyogoro, the flower. They mentioned he was an honorable Yakuza, I think, previously, who's now been replaced with Kyoshiro, but he was like the head Yakuza or whatever 20 years ago. When they showed him, the only thing that stood out to me was we saw him, and we saw his like white hair, and the white hair was sort of shifting a little bit. I'm wondering if there's anything connected with that to Gear 5. It's a annoying connection to make, because I'm making the connection based on meta knowledge of the series, in that I know what Gear 5 looks like, and he's got white hair in it and stuff. But just from the way that the white hair on Luffy in Gear 5 looks, and the way that it was animated there, it looks similar in my mind. I'm wondering if Luffy finds out about him or meets him, and Gear 5 is inspired by him. Or it's like people see like Luffy, like, you know, in Skypiea, at the end of Skypiea, like they see Luffy's shadow up in the sky, and it's like, it reminds, you know, it tells them something important. You know, or many times when like Luffy's been like laughing or whatever, and people will see him, like in the live action, you know, Luffy's laughing, and then Garp is holding him, and then he's like, oh my god, and he thinks back to Gold Roger, like that sort of thing. I'm wondering if Luffy goes into Gear 5, people are watching, and then they think of Hyogoro, you know, because they see the white hair, and then it's gonna have a scene of Luffy in Gear 5, and it shifts to Hyogoro or something. Anyway, we're so close on the bingo card for Nami fully naked. We're so close. We're so close, because they keep talking about going to the bathhouse. I want them to go to the bathhouse. I also want Sanji not to go there. We also were so close to Brook actually sees panties, because he even said in like, let's go to the bathhouse and look at panties, but then they said he wasn't allowed to go. So was there anything else? Oh yeah, we're kind of close to a Straw Hat loses a limb, because they keep mentioning if he keeps doing bad stuff in the prison, Luffy's gonna lose an arm. So so that could happen as well. But yeah, and also we might be close to Kaido had kids with Big Mom, depending on how the backstory goes. All right, let's jump into the next episode. This is episode 930 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. And that's a cube complete. This is a long recap. And this is the conversation I don't want recapped. The alpaca spitting on him over and over. Okay, this episode is gonna be called the prison riot. Luffy starts a jail war. For a second I thought that was Whitebeard's logo, but that's Kaido's. Look at his fucking snail eyes. Oh, they're crab eyes, I see. Are they setting this up this episode because that's what's gonna happen this episode? I mean, they already mentioned this before, but they're like re-establishing it. Oh, right, it's Raizo. I didn't even realize. I just thought it was a random dude. That's why they're setting it up now. Good job, Raizo. That was impressive. Cool. I think Raizo's growing on me. I think I'm liking him way more than I used to. Oh my god, dude. Aww. Hyogoro the wait! Oh shit! This is the Yakuza! Oh! Old Man Hyo! Hyogoro! I didn't make that connection. That makes so much sense. And his hair, it's like, okay, so it's like blue. Okay, this is very cool. That was a cool twist. Oh shit, Luffy's gonna fuck him up. Oh, look at that smile though. He's like, he's excited to do it because he's inspired by Old Man Hyo. No, listen to the music. He's doing it. Oh! Oh! No, it's okay. Luffy's happy to do it, but you're happy that he's doing it, even though you're upset. Oh well. Yeah, this time it didn't happen like in a thing. Well, can you cut off one of his arms first so I can get a bingo? Wow, Luffy's not worried at all and I love it. Solitaire? Oh, Solitaire, like more card games. I was already told about the other ones being based on card games. Yeah, all the headliners, right? Got an interesting design. I didn't see what Solitaire's fruit was. I don't know if it said it there. Something with like 6 arms? Oh, nice. What's that logo? Okay, so here's Queen. I guess, was that just Queen's personal pirate flag? I don't know. The music! Listen to the music! Got a sick guitar riff. The music's crazy. Are they ever gonna change these mid cards? Why is it only Luffy and Zoro that get them? They've had enough time now to switch them up. They all respect it. It's great that they've gained respect within the prison. If Raizo appears with those keys, holy shit. It's gonna be crazy. I feel like this episode is using more old school One Piece songs than normal lately. Hell yeah! Nice. It is cool seeing Luffy just fight weakened without his powers. Just to show how cool he is. I'll be happy if Raizo shows up with the keys though. Is the flower thing a tattoo on him? I thought it was a shirt, but it might actually be a tattoo. Yep, true. That is what it means. Oh, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Babanuki. Babanuki. He's got kind of a cool design. I like, though, that when Oda can't think of anything, whenever he can't think of anything, he just puts the animal head on their body somewhere. When he can't, like, merge them together. Oh, God. Luffy, you don't have a good reputation against wardens. Oh. Why does it have to be a sneeze? Okay, he sneezes a cannonball. It's not disgusting. I thought it was gonna be another alpaca spitting situation. Queen's here? Yep. Showtime? Komurasaki was so cute. He doesn't know about her death yet, I'm guessing. I actually don't know what Queen's pronouns are. Because it could be Queen, like, playing on the idea of a drag queen, possibly. Him. There you go. They're using he, him pronouns. I mean, these guys could be just misgendering him, but I'm gonna guess that the official pronouns are correct. Oh my god. You're pretty fucking good at dancing. That's a smooth animation. Queen, 1.32 billion berries. Queen the Plague. Is that a drum roll? That's number 3? I thought that'd be number 2. I think Luffy will be 1. Actually, the keys are missing. That might be 1. Oh no. Okay, Luffy might be 1. Yep. It's like we're currently escaping, but oh, that's funny. Great. That's a very funny ending. I like that. The idea of like rank your the three biggest troubles you have right now, and number one is like Luffy is currently escaping behind us. It's very funny. Okay, cool. I like Queen so far. I wasn't sure what I was gonna think about him originally based on his design alone, especially since King had such an awesome design. But you know, we get one scene of Queen. I see his personality. I hear his voice actor doing silly things. He's a cool character. I like him. Nice. This is a pretty good episode. There was a lot of recap at the start. But other than that, I feel like it kind of flew by. We had Raizo stealing the keys. So that's exciting, because if Raizo's got the keys, I mean, we got lots of stuff happening, right? Like Queen came in here. Luffy was starting a fight. At the same time, Raizo's got the keys. Kid's already escaped, and Big Mom is on her way here as well. So like, there's a ton in play right now. There's a lot of stuff happening around Udon. It does feel like now we're gonna be focusing on Udon. I think the escape is coming soon. Like, I feel like within the next 8 episodes or so, let's say 6 episodes, let's say by the end of next video, Luffy is out of Udon. I think even if I'm gonna be like even more conservative, I think maybe even 4 episodes. I'm gonna say 6 just to be safe, but like 4 episodes seems like a more appropriate pacing for it, I think. Which I'm excited for him to be out of it. As I kind of said at the start, you know, the idea of like, well, we already did a prison thing, and the Impel Down stuff wasn't my favorite of One Piece. It wasn't. I didn't dislike it. I think it's had some really cool stuff in there. But it wasn't my favorite stuff, because I don't think I tend to like prison storylines very often. I think they got cool potential, but a lot of the time, really, all it's doing is like isolating important characters from the other characters, so you get less like I don't know, I guess limiting a character's freedom makes them less interesting to me, because they don't get to be fully themselves, including their actions and what they do. And a lot of the time it tends to go over the same sorts of tropes and stuff as well. So a lot of the time it's just us seeing them being mistreated until they inevitably escape or whatever. So I don't tend to love them, but that's not to say there's not stuff that I will really like within them. It's just, if you're asking me if I'd prefer to like us to continue a normal One Piece storyline or go into like a prison break storyline, I'd stick with the normal one. But they've done some cool shit in this. I mean, I like the twist of Hyo. I mean, it's not a crazy twist, because they only really introduced Hyogoro last episode, like literally in the previous episode. So if I hadn't watched that episode yesterday, like if it had been longer than that, I might have forgotten, but I didn't forget here. So yeah, that's kind of cool that like they've been calling him Old Man Hyo, and then they also introduced Hyogoro, and I didn't put those two together, especially since they called him Hyogoro the Flower God, or what did they call him? Hyogoro the Flower. Was it God? No, just Hyogoro the Flower. Where did I get God from? Who else has something God? Anyway, I called him Hyogoro the Flower, and he does have flowers on his body. So yeah, that makes sense. But it's cool. Like, they'd been, you know, setting up this relationship between Luffy and this old man. They've been warming up to one another, and then they introduced the idea of like, oh, there was this old Yakuza leader, Hyogoro the Flower, who is very, very well respected. I was talking about him in relation to like Luffy might be inspired by him, and that's how Gear 5 comes about or something. But then I you know, didn't think about it in relation to someone we'd already met. I thought we were going to be introduced to that character. later. But no, cool. I like it. I also thought that Hyogoro was dead, but I guess no. Hyogoro was put in the prison. That makes sense. Looking at my thing. Oh, Solitaire. So we got introduced to Solitaire in this episode. I don't know if she's gonna have much of a anything in this series, but I did want to see what her fruit was, if they even said what it was. Because Solitaire, Vice Warden, Monkey. She's got the monkey smile fruit. So apparently the monkey fruit gives her 6 arms. Oda, I hate to break it to you. Monkeys have 2 arms. But you know, I get like, I was looking at this design. I did think it was like monkey-like, but then I was like, no, she's got 6 arms, so it's not gonna be a monkey. But I guess it's a monkey. It's very funny. Because I mean, I remember like there's like earlier in the series, there's like the monkey spider guy from Thriller Bark, right? And I hated that guy, but there was that guy, and he had a bunch of arms, but I imagined that was because of the spider part of him. But now I'm thinking that Oda thinks that monkeys have a lot of arms. I know it's probably a reference to something about monkeys that I don't know about, but or something that I do know about and I'm just not thinking of right now. Because why did I think monkey when I looked at her? What, like, it made sense to me, but then the more I thought about it, the less it made sense. Still, interesting. I wonder if she's actually gonna have anything. I mean, I can kind of see them doing something with her. I can also see that just being like a one-off character that they're like, here's another funny character. Anyway, moving on. Like Oda's just like designing characters. But I mean, headliners are important, right? Like headliners are supposed to be, other than King and Queen, aren't headliners the top dogs? So like, I mean, King and Queen are obviously going to be the real threats. Like, I think they're the equivalent of like the Katakuri of this arc. But headliners, I imagine, are supposed to be like kind of like the other generals, you know, like not like Katakuri, because Katakuri was like particularly amazing, but like fucking Biscuit, or no, Cracker was his name. He had the biscuit fruit, biz fruit, but it was Cracker. Like Cracker or Smoothie. Cracker, Smoothie. Yeah, that was it. Because there was another general, but they were never on screen or whatever because they were beaten by Uroge or something. Anyway, point is, what was the point? Oh yeah, like, so I think she'd be on like the level of Smoothie is what I'd imagine like Solitaire would be. But it seems like, I mean, I feel like we've seen a lot of headliners already, haven't we? So, I don't know. Like, I feel like because there's a lot of them, you know, there's more quantity over quality, but maybe that's just to show how strong Kaido's army is. Like, if he's got that many people on the level of the generals in the previous arc, and then King and Queen are like the top general, Katakuri, and then Kaido is like Big Mom times 1.5, I guess. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's like Big Mom's exceptionally strong, Kaido is even stronger than that, I'm guessing. That's my thought based on how they built them up. I would say Kaido is 1.5 Big Mom. I don't know that for sure. And I don't think anyone knows that for sure, even Oda. I feel like, you know, as I've said before, I feel like any character could be written to take out any character with good enough writing. So I don't think it'd be as simple as like, this person is this much stronger. I mean, that's the problem with like power levels and stuff, right? When you like start introducing straight up power levels, then you start to be like, well, but does that mean that someone with a lower power level can never beat someone with a higher power level? No, they can always do whatever, right? Because, I mean, the whole thing, whenever you do introduce power levels in anime or whatever, you're doing it so that at some point you can be like, oh, this person only has a 3,000 power level. My power level is 500,000. So there's no way they can beat me. And then they beat them. And it's like, what? But our power levels, you know? So if there were power levels, I'd say Kaido's was quite a bit bigger than Big Mom's. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Big Mom could never win. Anything else I want to talk about? No, I don't think so. I think we're just gonna move right along. This is episode 931 of One Piece. Here we go. All right, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Okay, that's how far I got in the cube. I almost finished it. This episode's gonna be called The Great Escape. Luffy on the run meets up with Kid. This is like The Dark Knight Rises. You know how in The Dark Knight Rises he's gotta climb that big thing with a broken back or whatever to get out of the prison? Everyone's getting hyped to catch him, but no one's making a move to do it. What are they so confident for? Okay, now they're throwing shit at him. Oh, and the problem is Hyo's on his back. So it's like if he gets hit, he's actually using the old man as a shield. Ow. Okay. Damn. Luffy just stood in front. He can't even bounce it back right now. Yes, Rizo, come on. What? It's dark? Oh. Oh. No, he went down to Luffy's cage. Well, Rizo, it's the middle of the day. Luffy would normally be out here working, right? Why did he even go check his cage? These guards are like way too confident for all of them being shitty at their job. Oh, another warden said that to me in the past. The poor elephant that has to is forced to sneeze every time he attacks. Okay. Jumping back to Abisu Town. Thank you, friendly people. God, Zoro, meet up with people again. Damn, man. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm simultaneously excited and not. I'm excited to see if Nami's fully nude so that I can check it off on my bingo card. She's fully nude. We got a bingo, baby. Not bingo, but you know, a mark. Pomegranate gate. Oh, true. Oh no. Yeah, these motherfuckers just staring. Sanji doesn't even need to be invisible. Oh my god, no! Oh! That's a horrible visual. I don't want to see that. Jesus. Guys, if it's a mixed bath, just be appropriate. Like, it's fine you're in the same room, it's a mixed bath. Just don't stare like that. Oh, this dude. Sansuke. That's what you like pour in your head, right? Yeah, the Yakuza used to help people, I guess, when Hyogoro was in charge. Yeah, and you can even see the marking on his... Oh my god, I can't believe I didn't pick up on that. Just like fully wasn't in my mind. Oh, this is great that Luffy's made great friends with him. Cool. Whoa, look at him in his prime. Awesome. I really like their like sisterhood that these two have. Yeah. Don't worry, he's coming back. Really trying to recruit him. Raizo, can you like use stealth to sneak up and unlock the cuffs? Aww, he is such a good guy. His voice acting's great. The people behind you? Right. Was this the one that they couldn't feed the fish bones to? Kawamatsu. Okay, so you care a lot about Kawamatsu. Oh, they're rolling the thing out of the way. Yeah. Oh shit. Nice. What is this, a sumo ring? Okay, no, it's just like a place, a stage for them to dance. Oh, oh, is it a sumo ring? Okay. Will it explode? Yeah. It's like the slave things. Oh, it cuts your head off. Jesus. Holy shit. Oh my god, he's just... Oda loves to put sumo wrestling stuff in here. That's fucked. God, no, so it's not really sumo. It's just a fight. Alright. Balloon. Answer the question, Balloon. All right, pretty decent episode. We're just doing another little sumo match, except it's just more like a fight, but like with sumo rules in that you can't leave the ring. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. I didn't expect them to take off Luffy's cuffs. I really like the joke of them taking off Luffy's cuffs and Ryzen going, "What? I just went through all this effort to get this key." But yeah, I mean, he still has a key. Is it gonna be for Sawamutsu's cuffs so he can get him out? No, Kawamatsu. Man, I did not write that very well at all. Kawamatsu. Excuse me, Kawamatsu, I think is how you say it. And what does that say? Oh. That's Sansuke, which is the octopus. Right. Oh, speaking of, let's do it. It's time for us to update our bingo card. And I will update it now. There we go. So, we have... It's pretty fucking close, man. Look at this. I don't know how, but we're getting all these bottom line ones. So, Sanji meets another woman who likes him back. Look, the thing is, Shinobu did like Sanji, but the specific thing is likes him back, which means they both have to have affection for one another. So I'm not counting Shinobu in that. It needs to specifically be them having like a romantic connection with one another. Or it doesn't even need to be a romantic connection, but they both have to at least want to be together. And then Shanks arrives but doesn't meet Luffy. I think this is the least, like, this is very unlikely. This is where we're gonna fall apart if this is the line we're going for. But I do like that we're at least getting some stuff. I find that very cool. Was there anything else in this episode that that happened? I don't think so. I think the rest of the stuff. I mean, we have a potential for the someone not Kaido is the perfect counter to Gear 4. Now that one's gonna be like, because I'm thinking like Queen could be that. But that one's gonna be really left up to discretion on whether I consider it to be a counter to Gear 4. Like, the intention of that is that, like, someone actually, like, their powers or the way they fight is, like, nicely matched to Gear 4. Not just that they can beat Luffy in Gear 4, but, like, specifically because of who they are or what they do, it makes it so that Gear 4 is not as effective. Or, like, Luffy is not as effective in general, but, like, he has to try Gear 4 on the person and it not work. And I put not Kaido there because it was gotta be pretty obvious that Kaido wasn't gonna go down to Gear 4 if we know Gear 5 is in this arc. So yeah. I liked this episode. I liked that we got that bingo card. Genuinely though, Sanji does not need to go invisible to go into that bathhouse. It's a mixed bathhouse. He can just go in there. I mean, I guess if he does know that and still thinks he needs to be invisible, I guess the thinking is they'll cover themselves up if they think I'm there. But there are already men there. They're covering themselves up. I feel like they'd be more open to being naked in front of Sanji than in front of these random men, I feel like. But I don't know, maybe they wouldn't because they wouldn't want to encourage him, you know? They would know, like, well, Sanji I know is, like, if I give him an inch, he'll take a mile. You know, if I let him see my boobs once, he's gonna be, like, trying to push that boundary forever, maybe, is what they would think. But, like, I think the Nami fully naked thing was, like, it was almost a free space. I thought it would happen at some point during the arc. Like, it's a long enough arc, and because I knew that it's going to be Japan inspired, it's probably going to have hot springs or whatever, bathhouses. Like, it felt pretty likely to me. But, you know, it's still funny that it's in there. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much to say, honestly, about this episode. So I'm just going to move right along to the last episode that we're doing in this video, right? Yeah, it is. This is the last episode. Wow, this video went quickly. Also, make sure to stick around to the very end of the video because we will be doing a One Piece song at the end as we always do. But this is episode 932 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's in the bathhouse. Here we go. Oh, they're gonna recap Nami's nudity. You know what? I want to give praise to Oda. A lot of these, or a decent amount of these random guards are women. He started to draw random NPCs as women. Look at that. Impressive. Good job, Oda. I feel like it'd be so easy to draw all the guards in a prison as men. And that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called the showdown in the yard. Luffy versus Queen. Are you gonna do it though? Oh, this music is awesome. The bass. I guess this is just Queen's soundtrack, this song. Alright, here you go. Luffy. Oh, I love how smiley Luffy is in prison lately. Feels like he's been smiling ever since he found out Tama was okay. Why are you guys all so confident when he was beating the shit out of people with his cuffs on? And they had weapons then as well. And you guys have some faith. See what I'm saying? There's women there now. Good shit, Oda. Well done. Don't apologize. I mean, look, Luffy genuinely got himself into this trouble. It wasn't you. Alright, fuck him up. Oh! Oh, yeah. I mean, are you just gonna conquer his haki them? That works. It's so dope. Yes, indeed he does. So your weak men aren't gonna do shit against him. Pleasures. He won't. Back in the bathhouse. What? What the fuck? Hawkins, what are you doing here? In the bathhouse? Oh god. What, are you searching people? Are you searching people for like the ankle tattoo or something? Oh, you're waiting for Sober Mask. I guess they're just searching for the ninjas. Oh my god. She has so much confidence in her body, which is great. Yeah. Robin's eye. That's great. One hell of a way to look at people's feet. Hawkins is attentive. Well, you guys don't have the tattoos, right? Very beautiful. Yeah, you're trying to hide yourself because you don't want people to recognize you. It makes sense. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cover up! Oh, Nami fully naked should have been marked here. Jesus. Even the women are mostly the women. Wait. Was that blood from Hawkins's nose? Oh! Sanji's invisible here. Well, Sanji, you've lost cred. I am no longer praising the character development of Sanji. Oh my god. You're not? What is it then? Oh! Is it Germa that he's excited about? I kind of like this, that people are like... People really like, you know, Sora and Germa and stuff. Like, people were big fans of them. I think it's just fun to have this sort of legend behind Sanji. Oh. Agreed. This is cool though. This is a cool fight. Ah, I love the sober mask suit. Hawkins has shown a lot more emotion lately. I like that Robin's already on to calling him sober mask. Well, good job saving them, Sanji. Proud of you. Well, I'm still getting over what you did before, but... Oh my god. It's like Fishman Island all over again. Yeah! Yeah, it did. That's awesome, man. He's gonna be so much stronger. Oh, good dodging. He didn't even like punch into that, he just like extended his arm. Is he saying like in regards to Kaido? Or like just this situation now? Because I'm trying to think if he's like trying to formulate. Yeah, like none of this is good enough to beat Kaido. Yeah, that is what he's thinking. He's still way too high, too beyond your level. Yep. Yes, he is. Okay, now you're thinking of when you developed 4th gear, right? What? What's it? What did you come up with? Ringo. Ringo means apple, doesn't it? Does that have any relation? What is this? Huh? Who are you? Do we know you? I don't think so. You got a similar design style to characters like Raizo. Oh my god, Zorojuro made its way all the way to Ringo? Oh, that's because he's got his sword. Because he's been stealing weapons. No, it wasn't. He gave it to me. Well, I think it was stolen from his grave, but he also gave it to me. collect them. He just found a supplier. Will be mine. I want to dispute the Mountain Bandit line, but he is stealing. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing as a bandit. Nice. Okay, pretty good episode. I don't know how much progress we made in that episode, but oh, I mean, I guess the Sanji saving the women from the bathhouse scene is progress. But yeah, cool episode. I liked it. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. I know I talked about the Sanji thing a lot in a previous video. All I can say in this video is go back to that discussion. I gave a thing like, if this happens, then I'll be happy, and if this happens, then I'll be sad. Turns out I'm sad. I feel like there was major wasted potential to like make Sanji a character that I want to root for again, like actually redeem him in some way, but nope, they haven't redeemed him. He's still like kind of a piece of shit. Oh well. Moving on. What I do like is all the Sober Mask actual stuff behind it, like the legend of like Germa and Sora, and that people like looked up to Sora if they were from the North Blue, and so like seeing Germa kind of inspires fear in them, or it's like it seems to bring people back to childhood a lot. Like people seem to act more in wonder around Sanji when he's in the stealth black getup, which I think is kind of cool and cute. Like I think it's nice to bring out that sense of wonder in people, and also it gives him like a reputation, which is fun as well. Like something that was kind of fun in early One Piece was like people knew who Zoro was sometimes, or it was like, oh, that's Pirate Hunter Zoro. Like people, that was like kind of something that was well known in the East Blue. And then we lost it a little bit for the middle of the series because people in the Grand Line don't really know about Pirate Hunter Zoro. But now we've gotten back to the point where the Straw Hats are really well known. So it's like they are famous. A lot of people do know us. And I like that reputation that we've got. Now that Sanji's also got another reputation on top of Blackfoot Sanji. Like on top of that, he's also got this stealth black to him. I think is very cool. So the raid suit to me has been a great addition to Sanji's character. Doesn't necessarily mean I need him to be wearing it in every battle, but also I don't think it's one of those things where I'd be like that disappointed if he wears it in every battle. Like sure, I'd probably be like, oh, I miss the days a little bit where Sanji fought without the raid suit, but at the same time, I think it's a cool enough style that I think I like it. But I'm just looking at my my notes. Yeah, and then there's there's only really one more thing I want to talk about, and that's the Luffy scene of him fighting these guys and then going like, look, fighting at my peak strength isn't enough. I'm still not strong enough. Like he was fighting those guys and he was taking them out easily, but he was like, this won't work. This isn't going to be enough for Kaido. And what I think is cool is like, we found out that during Whole Cake Island, when Luffy fought Katakuri and stuff, like we found out that fourth gear was developed all the way back in the time skip. So it's like Luffy had that in his back pocket for a while. But I feel like Gear 5, he doesn't have any ideas for it. Like, I think he considered Gear 4 to be his peak form. Like, that's him at his strongest. Which, fair enough. Like, it's really fucking strong. So it makes sense that you would think this is the peak of where I can go. But I think he really thought that's like... I don't think he thought that was as high as he was going to reach necessarily. I think he thought he'd get stronger, but I don't think he thought he'd be able to utilize his powers any better than that. Like the only strength he can gain now is from experience and from like leveling up his body and being better, like faster and a bit stronger at using the devil fruit. But I don't think he thought, I'm gonna like create a new technique later. But now he's come across Kaido and has gone like, even if I continue to strengthen this, it still probably won't be enough. I'm really curious to see how, like, this is kind of the first time I think that I know the result, but I don't know the method by which we get there. Like, I know Gear 5's coming, I don't know how we get there. And so I'm kind of now curious. I mean, it's almost like I'm watching a prequel, except I still don't know what Gear 5 is either. But like to see how this develops is going to be interesting, I think, and seeing him come up with it. But he had sort of he remembered back when Rayleigh was training him, and Rayleigh did like a blast against the guy, and Luffy remembered that. I don't know why, like what is he thinking about there? I'm not sure. So I'm very curious. Anyway, let's move on to the song reaction. We have a song to watch today. I think it's gonna be a weird one today. I can't quite remember what we're doing today, but I do remember that there was a weird one upcoming. So let me see. Because last time we did the Eneru one. So this time we've got oh, that's right, it's a Foxy one. Okay, so we've got a Foxy song to do today. Let's jump into it and see. Here we go. Okay, this one's called Boss, That's Right. Oh, it's got like its crew. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, he's kind of a good singer. This is a weird song. I can't even figure out its rhythm. At least there's some sort of chorus here. It's a weird song. I mean, the voice actor's doing well. I can at least tell you that. He's doing really well. The way he says Davy back is very funny. Bay, bay, bay. Bay, bay, bay. Bay, bay, bay. I feel like that hoy 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 fei 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 is the only part of the song that I really like. Oh my god, it's still going. I had a key change. You have no more ideas for this song, you can end it. It's very funny how nothing that song was. It's just very funny to me that like I mean it kind of fits because he's kind of a nothing character as well. Like he's a very forgettable character, and then his song is very forgettable. But anyway, it's great. It makes me laugh at how strange it was, so it works. Anyway, that is my One Piece reaction for these episodes, so thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. You can also join the YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.